back to my kitchen. It's Carrie and you're watching Joy in My Keto Journey. Really excited about tonight's dinner. We are making chili, a different kind of chili than what I've made before. I've made before one that was for the Instapot, which was really good. This one's actually gonna be done on the stovetop. So we're gonna make that, but we're also making cornbread. I love cornbread. And so, and this cornbread is really yummy because it's made with almond flour and it has kind of that consistency of kind of mealy like cornbread would be, but we're gonna use corn extract in it, which is just like vanilla extract. I didn't even know you could get corn extract, but apparently you can get corn extract. And when you put it in, it's delicious. So we're gonna whip up the cornbread first, and then we'll get our chili going. So, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas around here. So I'll show you a little bit of our Christmas stuff too.
Okay, so here's our ingredients that we're going to use to make our keto cornbread. You can see a little bit of Christmas poking in back there. Very first thing we're going to do though is get our oven preheated to 375 degrees. And then we're going to mix our dry ingredients in the bowl and get those mixed together. Now, while you're watching me do that, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. When this cornbread comes out of the oven, it was really thin and it seemed a little overdone. It still tasted delicious, but I realized that when I had made it before, which I have made it before, I used a loaf pan because I think my square baking pan was in use. So to use a square baking pan, if you click on the link below to get this recipe, you're going to see that I've doubled the recipe for a square baking pan, and that's what I think will work best. So anyway, let's get the rest of our dry ingredients just kind of whisked together here, and then we're going to add our wet ingredients. Now, I've heard it said that if you crack your egg on a flat surface rather than the side of your bowl, there's less likelihood of getting shells in your mixing bowl. FYI, a little tip for you there. We're going to do eggs. We're going to add a little butter, some heavy whipping cream, and then our corn extract. Now, I had my measuring spoons out because I thought that I was going to need to measure it, and then I realized there was a measurement on the dropper. So once you get that in, we're just going to mix it up with an electric mixer and get it in our square baking pan. Now, you do want to spray your baking pan with a nonstick spray. I typically use avocado oil spray because I get this at Costco as well, but spray your pan so it doesn't stick and get your batter in the pan, and voila, you're ready to throw her in the oven.
Okay, so our cornbread's in the oven, and now we're gonna start on the chili. This is, like I mentioned, a different chili recipe than what I've done before. This one I actually got off Delish.com, and it calls to start off cooking a couple pieces of bacon. The bacon actually will end up in the chili. I already have bacon that's cooked up, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of bacon grease to get everything started because that's what the recipe calls for, is to cook up the bacon, put the bacon aside, and then use the grease to start your onion and garlic and that sort of thing. So we're gonna start there and throw it all together. We've got about 20 minutes left on the clock for the cornbread to come out. So hopefully everything will come out right about the same time. So here we go.
Okay, so here's the ingredients that we're going to use to make our chili. It's made with stew meat as opposed to ground beef. And I've got my bacon grease and my onions already in my Dutch oven there. And I'm adding to that celery, and I'm adding green bell pepper chopped up. This full recipe is on my site below. If you click on the link below, you'll find it under Delish Keto Chili. We're going to add mushrooms to this as well, and just kind of saute these vegetables up a little bit. I'm going to add garlic. Again, I cheat with the Spice World garlic. I like it because it's just convenient. Once that's your vegetables are cooked down a little bit, it's just 2 pounds of stew meat, and this is from Butcher Box as well, which the link below for Butcher Box as well for grass-fed, grass-finished meat. You just want to cook it until most of the pink is gone, and then we're going to add our spices. So we're adding chili powder, we're adding ground cumin, and then oregano, and then the real I think game changer for this is that smoked paprika. It really gives it a smoky, yummy taste. So you just kind of got to cook that down a little bit. It gives it that red look, but it's really, really good. Then we're going to add some beef broth to this mixture. I just use regular organic beef broth, 2 cups of that. And then we're going to let that simmer down for a good at least 10 minutes before we plate it up and enjoy it.
Okay, so I'm all red because it's hot in this kitchen. Anyway, I wanted to show you, hopefully you can see a little bit of Christmas behind me over here. We got Christmas going on here, and then I'm gonna flip you around. There you go, there's the Christmas tree. Doesn't have the red bow on top yet, that goes up tomorrow, but you can kind of see there's prezzies underneath, la la la. So anyway, looking a little like Christmas around here. Anyway, all right, so we're just waiting. We're gonna top that chili with some avocado, some bacon, some cheese. It's kind of a hearty chili. It reminds me a little bit of when I was cooking. I thought, oh, it looks like Jacob and Esau. Like I think it's the stew that Esau used to make. I don't know what made me think of that, but that's what I thought of. So anyway. As soon as we get it plated up, I'll show you before we sit down to enjoy it.
It's our finished product. You can see we've topped it with cheese, sour cream, avocado, little of that bacon that we were supposed to have cooked up at the first. And then here's our cornbread. Cornbread tasted delicious. We just crumbled it on top and enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up to let me know that you want to see more like it. And also subscribe and hit the bell icon to be reminded every time I post a new video. Have a great day.